Hey guys, Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties, talking today about clauses in real estate contracts. Specifically, if you're selling your house, the kind of clauses that you need to be aware of when you get an offer on your house. So three main clauses, or three most common clauses, or someone might call them loopholes, I guess, or ways out of a contract that you want to be aware of. The first one, maybe the biggest, they're all big, is financing. So most of the time, traditional sales, if you're using a real estate agent and listing a property for sale on the multiple listing service, the offer is contingent on the buyer getting financing from a lender. That's probably, again, the most common reason that transactions fall through is the borrower is not able to get the loan. So things to be aware of, or things you can do, first of all, and a good agent should do this, is get a proof of funds from the buyer. Now, all proof of funds are not created equal. The most generic or the least meaningful proof of funds would just be a letter from a lender saying that John Smith is approved to purchase not a specific property, but to purchase a property up to a certain dollar amount. Okay, pretty generic. A better proof of funds would be that John Smith is qualified to purchase 123 Main Street at a certain price. That's even better. The best proof of funds is simply a bank statement from somebody showing that they have liquid in cash a certain amount of money. Of course, that would be more towards a cash offer. So the other thing that a good real estate agent should do, or you should do if you're selling it yourself, is to contact that lender that the proof of funds is coming from. In other words, the mortgage broker or the bank that the buyer is using, and ask them some questions about the borrower. Have they checked their credit? Are they pre-approved to purchase the home really, or are they just pre-approved to get a loan, but not on a specific property? Start asking them some questions along those lines to see how qualified the buyer really is. Because remember, every time you go through this process, it could be a month, month and a half, or longer. If you go through the process of accepting the offer and then it falls through at the last moment, your property is off the market that whole time, and you're just that much further away from selling. The other clause to look for is an inspection clause. So the lender is going to require most of the time an inspection. They want to see if there are any issues with the house that they see as jeopardizing their risk, their loan, the value of the house. So they're going to look at all kinds, any and everything. But the big thing they're going to look for, big things they're going to look for are the roof, the foundation, anything structural with the house that would make it not pass inspection and make it not be able to be insurable, so that their interest is protected. So if you have a house that needs a lot of work, a lot of repairs, be aware that it may not pass inspection. Also be aware that buyers often use that inspection report, or can often use that inspection report, which can really get long. I mean, they can find every single little thing wrong with the house. The buyers can come back and say, well, we did offer you $200,000, but seeing this inspection report with all this stuff wrong, we're going to offer you $180,000 or whatever the case may be. Or you have to fix all these items for us to purchase the property at the original price and the original terms. So be aware of that. And then the last issue, or the last most common one, is subject to an acceptable appraisal. So the lender is going to want to have somebody appraise the property and see, okay, they're offering $200,000, or the accepted offer is $200,000. Is the property worth at least $200,000? They certainly don't want to loan $200,000 on a property, or 80% of that, or whatever the terms are, on a property that's worth $150,000. That's a horrible risk. If it's worth $250,000 and the offer is $200,000, well, that's great. That's safe. So subject to the acceptable appraisal, and again, that's something that could fall through towards the end of the process that you want to be aware of. So you may need to notify or tell the appraiser of what you've done to the property they may not be aware of that could justify its value. Now, if you have a property that could be tough to appraise, that probably won't pass inspection, and that is probably the type of property that someone is going to pay cash for because it won't qualify for a loan, in those cases you're most likely going to be selling to an investor buyer, somebody like us. If you have a property like that, feel free to give us a call, or you just have any questions. Next time we'll talk about investor offers and what to watch for in those, particularly an inspection clause. So hope that helps. Travis Daggett, Cornerstone Properties, signing out.